welcomes you to a rather magnificent 1991 Virginia Slims of Florida. Our championship pairing today, outstanding indeed, Steffi Graf and Gabriela Sabatini. Good afternoon to you. Hello once again with Australian tennis champion Wendy Turnbull. I'm Paul Kennedy. Delighted that you could join us here this afternoon. Yes, two outstanding tennis players. They have each won this tournament twice. Both have won the U.S. Open. They are here today, and Wendy, so is that wind again that we encountered yesterday in our semis.
The wind hasn't dropped at all. The temperature has dropped a little bit though. The players adjusted fairly well to the windy conditions yesterday, so I don't think they'll have a problem today.
Here it is, Graf and Sabatini. They have met so many times through the years. Their first match in 1985. Gabby has taken two of the last three, though, between these two, including the U.S. Open final last fall.
Well, I think it should be a really good match because they have that rivalry between them, just like Martina Navratilova and Chrissy Evert did. And women's tennis looks great because of that.
Our week's worth of tennis here in Boca Raton has produced the following results. First, for Steffi Graf, her matches, and it began with the obvious bye. And from there, you see, she did not drop a set.
No, she had a very comfortable match against Anke Huber, then also against Meredith McGrath, and then yesterday just taking a little over an hour to defeat Natalie Torzier of France. So very comfortable matches for the #1 seed.
For the #2 seed and Gabriela Sabatini, she too near perfection this week in Boca.
Oh, a very comfortable second round match against Erica Delone and also against Marianne Wordell and Regina Rakitova, and very, very good match against Jennifer Capriati, down 5-3 in that first set and then winning 10 of the next 12 games. So very convincing win for Gabriela Sabatini.
These two outstanding champions will take to center court. We'll talk about this match even further when we return to Boca in just a moment. The 1991 Virginia Slims of Florida, brought to you by Infiniti, the luxury car division of Nissan Motor Corporation in the USA. By Olive Garden Italian Restaurants, where all the best of Italy is yours. And by Unicure, tomorrow's products for today's family. #1 in quality, value, and performance. Palms fame to the breezes as Infiniti presents the Virginia Slims of Florida, and indeed taking center court, Gabriela Sabatini and Steffi Graf to still another packed house. A record crowd of close to 60,000 fans on hand throughout the week to watch this outstanding tournament. One of the most successful, if not the most successful, Virginia Slims event in all the world. Our players head-to-head first. Here's Steffi Graf, winner of more than $7 million in her illustrious career for 186 weeks, unchallenged at #1. Gabriela Sabatini, when you combine her winnings with Steffi's, that's close to $11 million. Wendy Turnbull, with your learned perspective, the keys to victory today.
Well, both players rely very heavily on the serve, but the way that Sabatini has beaten Graf the last two times they've played is attacking the net and hitting angled volleys that are short. But the forehand is a huge weapon for Steffi Graf. But if Sabatini is able to attack the net, Steffi's going to have to come up with some good passing shots, and that has actually been a bit of a weakness the last couple of tournaments that she's played.
All eyes on center court when we return for our opening service to the Polo Club in Boca Raton. This afternoon on Prime Network, or here throughout the Sunshine State of Florida on Sunshine Network. Hello from Boca. A beautiful day. Even though the wind is blustery, the temperatures exceeding 70 miles per hour, about 15 degrees cooler at center court than we experienced for semifinal action here yesterday. Gabriela Sabatini has won the toss, elected to serve first, and in the chair working will be Linda Hinshaw, who worked one of our two semis yesterday. The best of 3 sets, of course, the $500,000 Virginia Slims of Florida, with our champion today taking home $100,000 and our runner-up $40,000. Gabby, a winner here in 1990 and in 1988. Steffi Graf, her opponent today, champion in both 1987 and 1989. The only other winner at the Polo Club Chrissy Everett, who won this event 3 times, 84, 85, 86. Thus, quite obviously, both Gabriella and Steffi trying to equal Chrissy's mark today and win this tourney for a 3rd time.
Ball to my right, please.
In actual fact, Gabriella Sabatini won the toss and she's elected to receive serve. Yesterday, Gabby got off to a slow start, went down 3-love, had her serve broken 2 times, and it's actually not a bad idea to receive serve when you are a slow starter. And Steffi Graf is actually serving from the northern end, and when she does toss the ball up, she's going to be looking into the sun. To start off with, and Gabby having to cover a lot of court once again, but the slice backhand, which Steffi relies on so heavily these days, just committing the error.
Love 30.
Steffi Graf plays very quickly between points, and Gabriella just taking her time once again, just trying to make Steffi play at Gabby's pace.
Fifteen
15-30. And rather rapidly ready to work again. Wind?
Well, the wind is definitely a factor with the ball toss. And Steffi just mishitting that one.
Double break point for a young lass in Graf who has been broken but twice all week at Boca. Second service for Gabriella, having broken Graf to open play. Double fault. It's the 8th time this week that Sabatini has double faulted. It's about twice a match. And as Wendy said, very difficult at that northern end of the court. Yes. Love 30. An aggressive Steffi Graf.
Well, she has to be a little aggressive against Gabby, because Gabby will come into the net otherwise. And Steffi just choosing to go behind Gabby. Gabby had to make a choice one way or the other because it was such a short ball.
Wait, please.
And it's a difficult end for Gabby to serve from. The wind is blowing from behind and across the court.
Love 40. Triple break point. Can Steffi break right back?
Well, plus the fact that from the northern end, you're also looking into the sun. So with the wind sort of behind you and across and looking into the sun, it just plays havoc with your ball toss.
Winner right down the line.
Gabby was very successful